Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we are gonna be talking about Inktober52 and we do a sketchbook tour. We are right now in the middle of the challenge, okay? Inktober52 is a challenge that it lasts the whole year. Every week they will give you a prompt and you need to do a drawing regarding that prompt. So the previous sketchbook tour has been nicely received, so I'm just gonna do Inktober as well. Okay, so as you can see, you have seen all these images already, all these drawings already, but basically I will go one by one, showing you a little bit. This is the prompt number 1, hunt. I created here Romeo the Hunter, and Romeo the Hunter, basically what I do is, in this project what I do is I do a little bit of a drawing and kind of try to come up with a story about this guy that is hunting, etc, etc, and this is like a bear. From imagination, a bear with horns. I create a monster, I create a character. Very nice. At the beginning, as you can see, I started trying to add a little bit of color, but as we move, you will see how this starts to change, because kind of to have an aesthetic and to keep it in the same line, everything. Number 2 prompt is a slice. Here I decided to do a scene, again with a little bit of color, mainly with pen, everything, but as you can see I have a lot of zombies around, and then we have this guy that is Waldo the monkey lion, and he's slicing with his gun. This is a shotgun knife. The shotgun knife is cutting everyone in half, like we're in an apocalyptic scenario. I'm gonna put here on the right the list, the Inktober list, so you can see them all there. You can pick whichever you like, you can pick and watch the full video. I'm not gonna go into details about the story of each one of these characters. I'm just gonna kind of flip through a little bit, talk just maybe a couple of seconds about each one of them, but I don't want to take too much of your time. So probably this video, my idea is to not do it long. Then we move into prompt number 3, that is Lego. As you can see, I have here, let me move this a little bit, I have this kind of Christmas scene with 2 brothers opening Christmas presents full of Lego pieces around. This is a massive Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars, that I love Star Wars, and made from Lego, so the kids already started putting things together, and yeah, kind of a little bit of a scene, as you are seeing with this beginning of Inktober drawings. I kind of try to recreate a little bit of a scene with color, and in this specific video, for example, the conversation, the topic that I talk is children's book illustration and how to practice and do some drawings and do some kind of basic sketches to something leading to a project like that. We go to number 4. Number 4 is Splash. So, as you can see, I've done a cartoon, a caricature of myself here with the beard and everything, like I am Ariel from The Little Mermaid Disney movie. In this video, I'm basically talking about Disney topics and scenes from Disney. I decided to do this for Splash because the first thing it came to my mind when I read actually the prompt in Instagram was, poof, this splash of water from the scene of the movie Little Mermaid, and I said, okay, I need to do something funny, I need to do something to celebrate this love for Disney that I have, and at the same time, yeah, add a little bit of color to create this contrast with black, with red and blue, that it looks very interesting for me. Now we jump into the number 5. Number 5 prompt is fish. I decided to do the I call it the gang of fighting fish. So I have this kind of misfits looking Gyojin fish concept with humanized character with clothes and everything there. Underwater you see all the bubbles and all the coral and everything there. They have this mascot as well with Axolot Maxo with them, and they are bad guys. They are going around the marine floor, they are fighting other gangs, and you know, they have here the pipes and everything, and they are like badass group of fighting fish. This one I would say is one of my favorite, and with this drawing is that time that I decided to go for this aesthetic of only pen and you know, black and white, gray scale tones, using a little bit of pen, a little bit of gray pen, plus the fine liner pen to do all the line work and everything. I have to say as well that this drawing, if you check on the video that I will put on the list, you will see that is made different. In this one I don't use a sketch, previous sketch. I believe this was the first one, I directly started to kind of create it all the line work and everything. So at the end I end up having this kind of a scene of these guys coming towards the camera. Very nice, one of my favorites, definitely. Now we go into number 6. Number 6 is Coffee, and in Coffee, okay, I made this lovely man-dragon couple, the man-dragon and the woman-dragon, and they are just chilling in a French cafe, and they are reading la carte to see what they're gonna drink, what they're gonna eat, having a little bit of coffee, having a little bit of lemonade there as well, and very fancy dress, like Sunday morning dressed, elegant. They are elegant people, elegant man-dragons, and this as well is one of my favorites because the line work, the loose concept, the drawing without having to do a sketch before, and I enjoy it a lot. This one I enjoy it a lot as well. And now we jump into number 7. Number 7 is Cat. This guy is Damascus, the musketeer cat. I love to draw cats. As you can see in my Instagram lately, I've been drawing a lot of cats, and I have some others as well that I want to post soon. And a couple of, I will say years ago, I drew 2 very nice kind of looking like musketeer cats, and since then, every now and then, I come out with one of these guys, and the funny thing with this type of character is that all of them are interconnected. So I'm talking about Damascus, and Damascus is brother of the other guy that you can check in my Instagram profile, and I will put it in my show more section down here, and you click into the Instagram and you can find all these cat designs. So he is brother of Don Gato, and Don Gato has a companion called Aurelio, and these guys have a lot of story, a lot of background. There's a little piece in the Instagram and a little bit here as well in the YouTube, but you may see a little bit more of this kind of design coming through the YouTube channel and coming through my Instagram channel as well. Okay, so the next one, number 8, is Astronaut, okay, and Astronaut is not in this sketchbook, but I have it here ready for you, okay. So as you can see, I'm gonna pop it here. This is the Astronaut design I've done, and basically I'm gonna put it a little bit like this because I have the tripod on top. And so this design, if you are a fan of the channel, you will recognize it because I put it as well tagged in the One Piece channel, in the One Piece playlist. This is a Tenryubito. In this video, basically, I go explaining about how Oda is the creator of One Piece, the manga One Piece, how Oda uses reality and references from reality, in this case astronauts, to create his characters in the story. So this is a video kind of explaining how he creates these funny looking characters and how he includes the storytelling in them, plus talking a little bit about some ideas, some theories I have about this guy, that this guy is called Don Quixote Miosgard. But yeah, I will put the playlist for One Piece here as well. So if you like One Piece or you want to go into One Piece, feel free to drop by that corner and have a watch, and feel free to tell me what you think in the comments, okay? Because I always enjoy replying and everything. So now The next one we are gonna see now is balloon. Balloon is one of my favorite drawings as well, okay? You see that I'm saying this a lot because, to be honest, I'm enjoying like a kid drawing and doing this Inktober project. I took references of Western movies, spaghetti Western movies, and you know, there are plenty of famous actors, but Clint Eastwood is one of the big ones in this type of movie. So I kind of created this look, and this is like in that movie a man called Harmonica, and this one is a man called Balloon, and Balloon is a gunslinger, so you see here the gun and everything, but the funny thing is that he's full balloon. He's full balloon, and he's in this hostile environment with the cactus and everything around, and he's a gunslinger that only with one shot he could explode basically like a balloon when you pinch a balloon. And that's the funny thing about him. You see him kind of a seasoned warrior of the desert, seasoned gunslinger, and that means that he never get been shot or anything because he's still alive. And yeah, this was definitely, in between all of the drawings I've done for Inktober, one of those that I enjoyed the most, and super funny story, super nice and super interesting story. So feel free to check the video of this one on the playlist I put on the right hand side, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Now we go into the next one that you probably will recognize. I posted recently in the stories. This was Flight. I was gonna do something different for Flight that I ended up posting it in the channel. It is the video about Pell from One Piece that I will put it here as well. But sadly, that week, our beloved manga artist, manga titan Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball series with Son Goku and Dr. Slump with Arale, passed away, and the internet went crazy doing some odas to him, some drawings about him, and kind of paying the respects. And this was my way of doing it, doing like a nice caricature of him flying with the Nimbus, with the two characters that for me marked my inner child to become someone now as an adult who draws and creates and writes and makes stories. So he was very important for me growing up. First thing in the morning, before going to school, I would watch a little bit of Dragon Ball and then to school. And yeah, it was a little bit of a shock, so I just wanted to do a drawing, a nice thing about him, and basically pay my respects there. Next one is number 11. 11 is Raccoon. So, for Raccoon, this one is a funny one because I couldn't do the drawing in the week that I had to do the drawing, and I posted another video. But so I put together in the following week 2 prompts together, and it was Raccoon, as you can see a couple of raccoons jumping around, and Spring. So I made them playing around in the forest with springs attached to their legs, like pop, 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 jumping around, and yeah. In this full video, I'm talking about the story of the raccoons and how they jump and what is going on and everything, and it was a funny one, and sometimes it's a little bit nice to have a little bit of a break from drawing, and that week I couldn't do the Inktober, and I done the following week 2 prompts in one drawing. You will see this a couple of times in the video, but it is something that you need to respect as well for yourself as an artist and or as an aficionado drawing. That doesn't need to be every single time or every single day drawing. You can just basically take a little bit of a break, rest your mind, rest your hands, and then you come fresh and do new drawings, okay? Again, the next drawing is Samurai, number 13, and I have it in the other sketchbook, but I have it here as well. I'm gonna show it to you. Okay, this is my Samurai. Let's put a little bit here on the side like this. This is Samurai Ryuma from One Piece. As soon as I seen the prompt, I said to myself, I need to draw Ryuma, and I need to talk about my ideas about him, the design from samurais in One Piece, and why do I think his story happened how it happened, and in connection with a one-shot called Monsters that Oda released recently in Netflix as well. So talking a little bit about Netflix, samurai, how samurais would behave, and things like this. So feel free, this video is as well on the list, so feel free to check this video and let me know in the comments what do you think, okay? As you've seen, the One Piece ones are more color and more defined, and these ones are more experimental drawing and doodle and sketch for possible ideas for another time or for books, you know. Then, number 14, I have Sidekick. Sidekick, as you can see, this is very James Bondy. So I done a James Bond sidekick, that is this guy called 3.14, and he is basically following the lead of James Bond. They are kind of investigating. There's like an exchange here at the back. I wanted to paint a lot of darkness, the shadow, shadow of someone is here coming towards them and everything. This is like spy. I need to confess as well that while doing these movies, I was watching at home Mission Impossible movies, and I felt like I wanted to do something mysterious and James Bondy. Very nice as well. And yeah, so let's move to the next one. And the next one is the river. Okay. In the river, that was a difficult prompt to do, I have to confess. I say it in the video as well. I didn't want to just draw a river, so I went for a scene. At this moment of this drawing, I believe, if I remember correct, I was reading Narnia, the Chronicles of Narnia books. So I decided to do like one of these god of the river, like a concept of a creature, like elemental being of water, kingly, coming from the water, the presence, scary, like Lord of the Rings, mysterious, and coincidentally that I wanted to do it not in a straight line, that it's like in a convergence of different rivers and different lines. And I made it very small, and you will not see it, but there is a guy here kind of asking permission to cross the path, to cross the river here, so he can carry on going in this adventure on this way, and this is the kind of the protector of the forest here. Everything is very nicely explained on the video, so feel free to check the video and let me know what you think about it, okay? Let's carry on with the next one on the list, that is Ball. Look at this funny gentleman that is like a fur ball. Okay, Mr. Fur Ball, I call it. This was such a nice thing to do because I'm a teacher as well, art teacher, and I've been teaching in many schools at many different levels, at you know, little kids, young students, university. I've been teaching for older generations as well, and this is one exercise that everyone enjoys. In this video, I go step by step, like a draw with me kind of video, that I say, do a circle, and then in the circle, make the circle hairy, and then add 4 arms like a game. And this is one of those exercises that if you have kids around you, you are a mom, a dad, a brother, a sister, a auntie, or you have friends that they have kids, this is something that you can do. Or even if you are with your friends, having fun, having dinner, you are in a home, in a party at home, and you want to do something funny, you can take a piece of paper and each one of you can start saying, oh, draw a circle, the circle needs to have glasses, now we want to have a hat, and he's going to be carrying a suitcase, things like this. He's going to have dragon tail or a crocodile tail, he's going to have chicken legs, and yeah, so I invite you to do the exercise. It's very lovely, very nice, and feel free to come back to the video or the original video here and you know, tell us your experience and how it was, and what did you end up drawing, and if you had fun. And it's one of those exercises very fun, and all the characters, when at the end of the day, end up being very different, like in the movie Monsters Inc., that you have 1,000 monsters and all of them are different. Very nice. So, next one is one of those, again, that I had to do 2 prompts together, and this is history and spirit. In history and spirit, I decided to do like kind of a librarian, like we have in this series, that it's a book series as well, the House of the Dragon and the Game of Thrones series, that everything comes from the same. You have these kind of elderly guys that they have the chains. They are kind of the wise guy, and they are kind of a little bit of doctor, a little bit of know everything, a little bit of counselor, and I decided that they are maesters. So I decided to do this maester guy. It's a spirit, it's a ghost. He's chained to here because he belongs to a library, and he has massive book, and kind of his effervescent like this, like shh, like going out, and basically I made him like a ghost, like a spirit attached to this world, because how he is a reader. He didn't finish that book, and he can't go to the afterlife until he finishes this book. And this one was a very funny one to do with the effect and everything on the background. Very nice. Now another one, kind of comedy looking. This was Jar, and here is one of those days I didn't know what to draw. I just took the pen, and the video is about that. I just take the pen and trying to do some children's book illustration, trying to do, let's say, like a goblin, like a Dobby from Harry Potter, trying like cheeky guy, trying to grab some snacks, some cookies, but how it's kind of this Halloweeny theme. It's kind of trying to grab an eyeball, and talking about, a little bit of art block, and when you don't know what to draw, how to give a first step, take the pencil and start doing some lines, and you will end up having something funny, something interesting, or something that later you can work on doing something different. Okay. Another one of my favorite ones from this series of Inktober drawings. This was Mythology. Recently, at the same time of the prompt, I drew a Minotaur for another challenge called Mermaid, that I will put the mermaid video here, and you can see all those drawings as well, all the sketchbook tour that you're gonna enjoy a lot. And I decided to create my own mythology about the Atlantis, and this is basically the leader, the god, the king of the Atlantis, the king of the Atlantis, and how he kind of like a Medusa concept with a little bit of Maya Indian tattoos, with medallions like Greek, with this kind of Vaporeon Pokemon beast that it will become a Kraken, this catch. They slowly will become Krakens, and I explain everything very nicely, how the fisherman concept and the water concept with the tattoos and the net and everything goes through the mythology of the Atlantis that I invented a little bit for this character design, character storytelling, world building, and character conceptualization. Basically, when you don't have anything and you decide to create something and different information here, there, to make a story from this. Very nice, very nice. Next prompt, we have Selfie. Selfie, I didn't want to do a drawing of myself again, so I decided to go for this kind of cartoony, funny giraffe riding a funny motorcycle, Dragon Balls inspired, like the ones that Bulma and Bulma's family creates for the Capsule Corp, and funny, with a very long stick, because it has a very long neck, and it's taking a selfie basically, and I'm talking about Maxi and the selfie stick, and riding in his new motorcycle. Very nice, very enjoyable, as I said before, and yeah, so I invite you as well to check this one out. And now we have ducks in plural. So here, by this time, I wanted to do something as well, that these guys were detectives looking for something, and this is Don Pato and Patet. Patet is kind of the funny character companion of Don Pato, and they are basically investigating because there is a trap, there is a door, secret trap door there in the picture of the lady, and they want to see, they've been hired to open this but they don't. They actually, the owner doesn't know where it is. They are trying to find it. And what happens? The funny thing that happens is that all of this is about the story is about a wheel and someone trying to modify the wheel, blah blah blah, and all these things. So you can learn about all the story about these guys and who sent them here through the links I put on the playlist up there on the right. Okay. Then we have the prompt number 23, that is Dino from Dinosaurs. And again, at that time, funnily enough, I was watching the Jurassic Park movies, the latest Jurassic Park movie that I haven't watched before actually, and I decided to do something like a rodeo, a wrangler guy trying to capture a raptor, very quickly sketch raptor. I didn't have much time for this drawing on that day, but it ended up being really nice, and the concept of there is these facilities and raptors escaped and you have a group of wranglers and riding different types of dinosaurs and kind of catching them all, like in Pokemon, catching them all with a rope. Very nice. Let's jump into another one that I remember how much fun I had doing this one the other day. Again, we have a double prompt here for today, and as you can see, first, number 24 was knockout. So this guy here is being knocked out by a punch, but the punch, funnily enough, is coming from a UFO UFO plate flying saucer pan that I was joking in the video, frying pan, the other day, because the other prompt is abduct. So kind of, I'm talking about funny, about the how we have this conception of the UFOs abducting people or cows with this kind of light. So basically, this guy is, funnily enough, abducting all the school with the hook like fishing. And all of this, I explained that this kind of, the storytelling is that there is a competition, and you know, the extraterrestrial people, they come to different planets and they start knocking out people, trying to fish them, and that was very, very nice as well. And sadly, we have arrived to the very end of the sketchbook. This prompt 26 is aware. And this is another one of those that I didn't know what to do, because aware is a concept, is not something very easy to draw. So I basically started drawing, and I explained there, when you don't know what to draw, start doing this. And I have, you know, the pencil in my hand, and I start doing lines everywhere. And the drawing starts to come to life, and I start seeing a face expression, the arms, the legs, what is going on around him, and then I started developing a storytelling about him. Who is he? What is he doing? And he's basically PH Kappa. PH Kappa is a doctor, and he's doing a field research, and he doesn't know exactly that he's in the swamp, exploring swamps. It is plagued with crocodiles, piranhas, anacondas and everything, and he got lost from the group. And basically, you will see, because it's very nice and instructive about when you don't know what to draw. And as you can see in this Inktober project, basically I'm trying to touch different topics within one topic, and just to put the final note for the video, basically we are halfway through. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a very, very long challenge, very demanding challenge as well, but I'm having fun, I'm being consistent, and there are weeks that I would do a sketchbook tour, and then the following week I will do 2 prompts, or there are weeks that I will do the normal prompt, or there are weeks that I will talk about children's book illustration, creativity, Disney, Warner. I will take a concept and explain the concept from my point of view. Doesn't mean that I'm correct or right. It's just my point of view or what I like, and I enjoy it a lot. And yeah, I think, you know, we are halfway through it, and it is nice. It is nice. I have a lot of content to show. As you can see, there are a lot of hours recorded in the channel of Inktober videos, and as I said, I invite you to to click on the playlist that I will put it here again, and you will have it as well in the show more section. And yeah, have a look to all these guys, all these characters, all these cartoon characters, and feel free to comment, share, subscribe, like it as well, and draw it. Try to draw it yourself at home. Take a piece of paper and try to follow the video and do the lines and do the characters, and let's see what you can come up with as well. I will be more than happy to talk about the drawings as well, and to see what you've done and everything. And yeah, let's do social media, let's talk with each other, and let's create a little bit of community here, that we enjoy art and all these art challenges that come with the art journey. And I think this is for today everything. As I always say, this is DavidViadel23. DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.